Well, today is part 2 of ManyChat Chatbot with Canva, Zapier Integration, Google Sheets, and today we're going to add Active Campaign. So we're going to zap a little more information so we can track better ROI, and we're going to zap over to Active Campaign. And I'm going to show you that now.
And we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon, turn us to thousands.
All right, let's get started here, rocking and rolling. So a couple things. This is a part 2 from last week's version of ManyChat Chatbot, Canva, Zapier Integration, Google Sheets, ROI. Oh my. So if you go back and watch that, there is probably a little eye up on the right-hand side that you can click on that and you could go back. So you could go back and watch this one or the one from last week, because this is a continuation from that one, and we're going to add a few more features to this. So you can go back and watch that and watch both of them. A couple things. One is I just want to make it clear that the ROI tracking here is very basic. It's not really something that you could kind of use it as far as the loyalty program, but you'd have to tweak it to make sure that the amounts are getting entered correctly and all those good things. So somebody had pointed that out, and I just wanted to make a clarification. This is basically the track redemptions, what's coming in, and let's say what offers have been taken or received and what are redeemed, and then how much are they spending. And that the spending part could be entered by the customer with the cashier right there, or they could hand over the phone to the cashier. The cashier could enter it and redeem it. Either way, whatever controls you want, talk to the business owner and see which way they want to do it. But I think it's a great way to track the ROI and what's getting spent. That way you can show that, hey, it's working. So let's get started here. We're in the ManyChat dashboard, and we're going to go over to the flows, and we're going to go over to the flow that we were working with last week, coupon redemption. Now, the coupon redemption, I've made a couple changes to this, and so we're going to kind of go through that. What we want to do is, in last week's video, all we were doing is we were tagging at the end that they redeemed the donut. That triggered a zap to redeem donut. And if we go into this zap, we can see that it was redeemed donut was triggering it. So if we go back to here, what I've done is I've created 2 zaps are going to happen now. And this way we can track exactly offers that have been received but haven't been redeemed, and offers that have been received and redeemed. And then you get the money, how much they spent. A couple of things that's going to help is, one, you're going to be able to track who hasn't redeemed it. And you could actually, business owner, somebody could, depending on the volume, obviously you have thousands of these, it'd be a little hard to do. But if it's a smaller restaurant, a smaller yoga studio, a gym, any type of business that has, could give a coupon, this can work. If it's a lower volume, when somebody hasn't redeemed their offer, the business owner could actually go in the messenger and message them directly. Or you could have some automated follow-ups as well. You could do the same thing. You could kind of trigger something later. Though it is an opportunity to have that one-on-one conversation, and it'd be great if the business owner or somebody, one of the employees, could go out there and be responsible to do that too. So there's a couple things that you could do. So what we've done is I've changed this to where we're going to tag the subscriber that they got the donut offer. And what that's going to do is that going to trigger this zap here, this newer zap, to add this is what's going to trigger. So let's go through this. I'm going to go back to the dashboard. And so based on last week's lesson, I haven't changed anything except the tags. So what you want to do is you want to go into this, hey, congratulations, just need your email. They enter the email, and off of that, you're going to perform an action. And you're going to tag them that they got the donut offer or whatever you're offering. I use this with a couple yoga studios. Low volume, tracks it really well. They know who got the offer, who's redeemed it, who hasn't, which they could reach out to. But then once they redeem it, they can kind of see, okay, what's the total as far as that transaction and what are they making off it. So basically what I'm doing is I'm going to tag them with got the donut offer. And then what this Zapier or Zap is going to be is we're going to grab ManyChat. So you're going to create a new Zap. You're going to come in, grab ManyChat, say new tagged user. And then you can connect to the account that you want that the offer is coming out of in ManyChat. Go continue. And then you're going to go grab that new tag. Got donut offer. And so it's going to go grab that. What I would suggest is when you're setting these Zaps up, have yourself in the an account in your ManyChat account as one of the audience. And what you can do is you can go in and you can add a tag. So you could tag yourself with the tags so that when you're doing the Zap, when it runs this test, so it's going to test successful. Let's just retest it. So this is how freshly you're coming in, first time. You're going to say fetch, and it's going to test, and it's going to go get the tagged user, which is me somewhere, Jeff. Yep, there you go. So that's because I'm tagged already here. I'm tagged already so that this test would work, and you know it's all set. Then you say continue. And then you're going to go to the next step and you're going to add Google Sheets. And so this is like the Zap from last week where we just created a spreadsheet row. So you're going to go through, you're going to create a spreadsheet row because they claimed the offer. So now they have the offer connected to your Google Sheets account with your Google, probably your Gmail, and then select the spreadsheet and stuff. And so I'm going to go grab this spreadsheet. And let's see here. Here it is. And there we are. So I'm going to I think I'm going to zap myself out of here. Delete the row. So I'll be out of there. And then so basically what I did is I grabbed test email sheet. And let's see, test email sheet. And then sheet 1, which is, yep, I'm on sheet 1. There I am. So we're going to go back to there. Let's say user ID. So you're going to grab the user ID from the tagged user. You're going to grab their first name, their last name, their email address. You can type in the tag, redeem tag. So what I would do is I would just grab got donut offer so that you can see that it came, even though it says redeem tag, you can probably change this heading to tag. So that way you can see what they had so far. And then the amount spent is blank. It's optional, so you're not going to do that. We're going to retest this test. So I'm going to send it to Google Sheets. And we should have, there I am. Got the donut offer. So we're all set there. And we're going to see it on the dashboard. There it is. So now we're going to go back into ManyChat. So now they're going through the flow. Back in there. Here's a donut offer. They have it. And now they can redeem it. But let's say they haven't redeemed it yet. And the next day comes and now they come in to redeem it. They redeemed it. And you're going to say, you really want to redeem it? Awesome. Please enter the dollar amount. Once they enter the dollar amount, we're going to perform a tag. Perform an action, which is going to add another tag. Redeemed donut. So that's very similar. I had this in last week's. And so that's where we were tagging them. But this time, what this is going to do is fire off a different Zap. We've created a new Zap. Tagged user. You're going to you grab ManyChat again. New tagged user. Continue. Connect it to your account. Go continue. This time, instead of got donut offer, we're going to do redeemed donut. So we're going to get the redeemed donut. We can retest it, fetch it. It's going to grab me because I've already have it as far as the test side of it. Now, once you start testing the flow, just remember, go take these tags off yourself so that you can do it again, because we do have a safety net in here that if they've already got the donut offer. Now, actually, what we're going to change, I just saw that, we're going to change it here to say, got donut offer. So they already got the donut offer. So that might be confusing that way. So what you'd want to do, I'm just kind of thinking this through because I haven't been in this once, but now I'm in it again, and we're looking to see, looks like you have already ate your donut. It's only one donut per customer. Yeah, we can have that. They already got the donut offer. You could change this a little bit and say, it looks like you already have the donut offer. Only one donut per customer. Sorry. So there you go. You can change it a little bit that way, so it's a little more open. And so basically, if they got the offer, we're not going to give it to them again, even though they haven't redeemed it. Now, you could even put a message here if they tried it again, say, hey, it looks like you got the offer, but you haven't redeemed it. And so let's see, tag, what you could do is check the other tag and see if they haven't redeemed it yet. So what we could do is if we delete this and we put another condition in there and say tag is redeemed donut. And if redeemed donut is yes, we could go there. If not, what happened here? Need to move that out of there. If not, we could send another message saying, hey, Jeff. Oops. I see you got the offer. The donut. Oops. Oh, donut, if I could spell donut offer, but haven't redeemed it. Come on in before it expires. And even if it doesn't expire, hey, you can just say that, create some urgency, and they can come in. So let's see. Put a donut there. Whoops. I'm going to put a donut there. All right. So you could do it that way. And so now you're going to get a message if they try to get it again. You can see that they didn't, and they'll get a reminder. So there you go. So back on this donut redeemed, and that's what we were talking about. Sorry, I got kind of on a bunny trail. They get tagged right here when they're done. And so we set up the tag for new tagged user. It's gonna make sure that we got it right. Yep, redeem donut. All right, so now we're gonna go on to the next step. And now what you're gonna do is you can actually, what I'll do is delete this. What you want to do, because now you already have somebody out here. I'm in there already that I got my donut offer. So now what you want to do is, and I can just delete these. I'm just going to delete these steps. And delete the step, because I'm going to show you how to do this. So if you're going to add a step, we're going to go to Google Sheets, and we're going to say we want to update a row. So you can save that. And I'm going to connect to my account. Let's make sure it works. There you go. And now we're going to pick the sheet that we want to update. That and the test email sheet and the sheet 1 or sheet 0. Sheet 0. Why is it not letting me pick sheet? No, it's sheet 1. I don't know why sheet 0 is there. All right, sheet 1. So now, though, it says right here, use search before this row to update. We only update columns you provide, leaving others. Add a search step. So what we need to do is, you could have done it in 2 different ways if you know, but I wanted to do it this way because it does ask you, add a search step. Oh yeah, we want to add a search step because we want to find that row before we update it. So what it did is it added a lookup on this Google Sheet. And so we're going to look it up by user ID, and then the value we're going to use is from the tagged user ID from step 1. So there we go. So we're going to do that, and then, no, I don't want to skip the test. I'm going to go back, retest it. So we're going to test it, fetch it, make sure it's working. There we go. And it found me, got donut offer. There you go. So it found me. So now the next step is to update the spreadsheet row. So you pick Google Sheets again, and then you say update. And so that was the process that we had already started. So it kind of backtracked, and I just wanted to kind of show you how to do that. And so now it already has a row, which row it's going to update from step 2. So now we're going to only update the ones we want to, and that would be redeem tag, and we're going to say, what was the name of it? Redeem donut. So we're going to say redeemed donut here, and then the amount spent is the field that we're entering that in. And so here's a dollar amount. It's going into A1 value. So we're going to go back to, to Google Sheets here. We're going to find on the tagged user our value that has been entered. So A1 value, there it is. So it's a 20. So I'm going to continue. And so now it's going to run a test to make sure this works. So we got donut offer and nothing spent. So it should grab send test. Test successful. Finish. We're going to turn this back on. And we're going to go out here. And there it is. Redeem donut and $20 spent. So now you may have a spreadsheet of a whole bunch of people, subscribers, that either going to say donut offer. Sorry, I have to go back to what do we say here? Got donut offer or redeem donut. So you're going to have columns of got donut offer, redeem donut. So now you'd be able to tell, well, how many offers did we put out? So we got 100. And we can see 80 of them were redeemed. How much money we make off that? We got 20 that haven't redeemed. We need to reach out to them. So it gives you some processes to follow up on the offers. Manually or automated, you could send out broadcast message to them just to follow up with them, because you get 24 plus 1. So you could send out a reminder as a broadcast message. So that way you can kind of track it that way. So that is the changes that I wanted to make through that whole process, and it makes it a little easier to track the ROI on it and stuff. The other one that I wanted to talk about is if you wanted to get somebody into ActiveCampaign. So what we're going to do is I signed into my ActiveCampaign. I'm going to create a list. I'm going to call it Donut Offer. Oops. Oh, everybody, they don't like donuts. I guess donut is not a word. Donut versus donuts. I don't know. Anyway, HTTPS. Something calling for this. You have to put a website in. I'm not sure why, but I suppose so they can track if you're abusing it. There you go. And you opted in for donut offer. There you go. I'm going to create the list, I think. All right. I guess it was added. I don't see it on my list. Not sure why that didn't said it added it. Well, let's see. I don't know. They changed all this stuff. I have no idea what they did. Lists. I don't see donut offer. Sometimes these CRMs are just too freaking picky. So HTT CubMediaVox. I'm just going to put that in there. There we go. Mind you, why? Okay, you have opted in to the donut offer. All right, create list. Does say it was added this time. I don't know what's going on. So apparently it said added, but anyway, so we got our list added. And so now what we're going to do is, what I'm going to do is add people into ActiveCampaign off the donut offer. So I'm going to do ActiveCampaign. I'm going to create or update a contact. I'm going to create a contact. There's my ActiveCampaign, successful. So now I'm going to find the list that I just created. And there it is, donut offer. And the email, I do have their email. User custom field, the email. There we go. And we did ask for their email, correct? Yes, we did. Okay. Just want to make sure that we got an email. So we got that. We go back to Zapier and we're going to put first name, last name, full name, what the heck? Phone number I don't have. Tags, just put donut offer. And then you got some other fields that you can put in there. So that's all I'm going to put in there. Oh, user ID. Sorry, I forgot about that. We're going to put the user ID. Because one of the things you can do out of ActiveCampaign is in the automations, and I'm not going to go in it today. It'd take a long time. In the automations, you can actually set it up to send an email or a webhook that sends a message that you can send through Zapier and send it to Messenger through ManyChat. So you can actually send Messenger messages out of ActiveCampaign to Messenger versus sending them an email. And you need this ID right here to do that. So it is pretty slick. I think you might be able to do it by email too, but I just put the ID in there. And that, when you have the ID, then when you have the automation in ActiveCampaign where you would split, and what you would say is, do you have a user ID? Yes or no? If it's no, you'd do an email. If it's yes, you could send a Messenger message through Zapier to Messenger with ManyChat. So it's pretty cool. So I'm just going to do a test. It added me, finish. I'm going to turn this back on. I believe, let me see here. Let's just go back to the home. Let's go to lists. And there I am. I am in there. There I am. So it did add it. So that's the process that you would go through. Now I could run this and it's going to do the same thing, basically. So we could do that. Why don't we just run a test? What the heck? I'm going to delete that row. I am going to get rid of my tags so that I can get through that. Okay, I'm going to delete me out of here. Sure, you want to delete this contact? Yeah, I do. I understand. He's gone. All right. So let's test this baby out. Go to Messenger. Do that there. I'm going to go fire this baby off. Preview. And we should be okie dokie. I'm going to open it up in Messenger this way instead, I guess. There we are. All right. So it says, hey, Jeff, congratulations. Just need an email address to complete the process. Is this the best email below? If not, type in a better one. So we're going to get the donut offer. All right, here we go. Here's your donut coupon, 50% off. Here's a little gift from us. Enjoy 50% off. Just present this coupon to the cashier. That's all you got to do. And then to redeem, show your phone to the cashier. So here we are. I'm going to make sure. There we are. I got added to the donut tag, and I should be in the list in ActiveCampaign. There I am. So we were all added there. And now we're going to complete the process. We're going to say, yeah, we're going to redeem it. Great, Jeff. Did you really want to redeem the offer just to make sure? Sure. Yeah, I do want to redeem it. And I'm going to say, yeah, we spent 15. Actually, we spent $50. We got donuts for the whole office. There we go. So that's 50. And so it's not updated yet. So it should be firing off. This is the one. And there we go. It fired off and it updated the spreadsheet and said redeem donut and $50 were spent. So there you go. A couple things you could add. You could add an update to here. Let's say I'm tagged. What am I tagged with? Donut offer. So you could, I think you could probably remove the tag and add a tag. Right now, I'm just going to stop with what we got so far. So hopefully you enjoyed this. It's an additional part 2 from last week. So we kind of went through where you can now tag them in 2 different places. 1, to get them the offer in the spreadsheet. 2 is to say redeemed and how much they spent. And actually, when they take the offer, you can get them into active campaign, because it is very important. And now, obviously, you guys know, with the stop of new bots being able to connect to Facebook pages and everything else, Facebook controls our data. It's going to be very important to get your data off of Facebook so that you can communicate with these people. So now, if you have it in active campaign or in the Google spreadsheets, you have external sources with your leads, just in case something happens. Just have to be prepared that you could, because if you got them in active campaign, now you can have them on email. You could create an email drip campaign and you can email them. So there's many different things you can do once you get the data outside. So, all right. If you have any questions, just post them down below. Happy to answer them. Well, that concludes our video for today on part 2 of tracking ROI with a coupon offer. Today we added another tag up front and zapped them over to Google Sheets when they receive the offer, and then when they redeem it, we update that record in Google Sheets being redeemed and how much they spent. Great way to track the ROI and see if the redemptions are coming in, how much they're spending. Great information to share with the business owner. We also zapped them into active campaign. We got them out of Messenger, and now we can communicate with them over there as well. So it's great to not have all your eggs in one basket in Messenger and have the information outside of Messenger so that you can communicate them that way. If you have any questions or comments, please post them down below. Happy to answer them. And as always, please like the video, share it across the world, and subscribe to my YouTube channel so you don't miss out on any future videos. Down in the comments, I do have a link to a great Facebook group, all like-minded people sharing ideas. Come on over. We'd like to have you over there. As always, I'll see you next week in the next video. Today on how to track ROI. Well, that concludes. Well, that concludes our video for today on part 2